You're not the only nice fucking guy.
I didn't say I was a nice guy. I didn't
Motherfucker. Fuck you, Vaughn. Hey. What's poppin'? We are back. We are back in full effect. How is everybody? It's a beautiful day.
Hold up.
Beautiful day.
Why does she always get to start?
It's always been that way. You can start.
So can we try other people sometime?
We did.
We did?
Yes.
Yeah, the last time we were all together.
She never started.
Okay.
So what's the
Talk to the people. They're here.
Which one? She had already started it since we on live, and this is what he wants to do. He gonna do this the whole time, y'all.
The whole entire time.
Yeah, blame a man.
This is good.
No, that man.
This is gonna be good.
That man.
However,
What's the topic?
I'm Rose. This is Tasha. That's Millie. Vaughn. You wanna say hi?
Vaughn
No,
live.
or you just wanna? Oh, my bad. Scratch that. Vaughn live. And this is Gant. And so what are we talking about today?
Oh, relationships and situationships.
What the-
Pros and cons. All
Well,
that.
this should be good because you know Vaughn always up for those.
What?
Let's jump right in.
Right.
Okay.
He got something he want to get off his
let's
roll on his
jump
stuff.
Should
Okay.
we do, like, it's two different ones, relationships, situationships. But there's also pros and pros, cons and cons. So which topic we gonna start with? And then we gotta select if we're gonna go for the pros first or the cons first. So somebody pick one, anybody. Situationships or relationships?
So he's just being the usual self.
No, I'm explaining it to the people.
We just said
Hold on.
pros and cons. Pros and cons, right?
Right.
So
do situationships.
Cons and cons and pros and cons and pros. You know what I'm saying? Like he went sick on that. Like
So I would
Okay.
say like that's a very good topic, but I would just say like a situationship is the new thing what they call is complicated shit. So that's what people that's where you get the women and the man who seeing multiple people, right? And maybe one is a little bit maybe more serious than the other, and so now it's complicated. That's when they start doing it's complicated, or you see on their Facebook lives, or you in a relationship thing they put as complicated because it's probably a mama, a baby mama, or a baby daddy and stuff that you've been seeing, or he's smashing, or you don't want to stop smashing him, and he don't want to probably start smashing her. So it's that part of it.
But she really likes him.
But she really likes him, yeah. But you give the good dick and whatever. So it's that's what they call it's complicated, or that type of relationship. Now, relationship versus a relationship, I think that's where it's going now. And I don't even think it's too many relationships out there because everybody has a side piece.
May I?
For the most part, majority of people have a side piece. They got a side piece where whether that side piece is financial and that person is helping them financial, whether that side piece is helping them, verbally and emotionally, helping them through some situations. But my thing is, even if you have that, is that called cheating? Like if you're in a relationship
If
and
the
you
other
have
person don't know about it, it is.
it's called cheating.
If they don't
as
know
long as you have
about
to
it,
lie about it, it's a cheating. It's cheating. If you have to, if you
Yeah,
feel like
they
you have to
know
lie
about
about it, I think because
Even if
behind
that-
because if not, then you wouldn't. You wouldn't have to lie about it. It's just but it's just what it is.
Because then
Now there are people that have that kind of situations though.
Yeah,
like,
and then-
definitely.
And then that's what y'all say, oh, it's complicated. When they ask you about the relationship. Oh, what's up with you and Dan? Oh, man, it ain't really nothing. So what you mean it's complicated? That's when you throw that complicated.
Yeah, but when
in
you
there.
throw that complicated, you know that person at least has somebody else. You do know that. He ain't say did not have no. He just said it was complicated. So there is someone else.
But it might. So
and you
but
choose
do it have to
deal
be
with that
sexual though?
person.
But do it have to be sexual for it to be complicated?
I don't know. Mental.
Huh?
Yeah.
It has to be for it to be complicated.
I don't think it has to be, but I think that's a big part of it.
Okay.
It could be mental too.
But a companionship? That's
No,
the
no,
companionship.
no.
That's not a relationship.
No.
I'm saying.
See, y'all got me confused. I thought we was gonna do the pros and cons.
Oh, okay. I don't know then. You guys.
Like, what do you think is good about a relationship versus what are some of the pitfalls of a relationship? Same with situationship, pros and cons.
So what I was getting at between when I was saying there, I don't think that there are any more relationships like that because there is no more pros in a relationship unless you're married. Like if you're married and in that, because I think that because most part people have other people. And I think with that other people, it becomes complicated. So the pros are probably in a relationship if you've been in that relationship for a minute, for a long time. And
How long should it take you to get married? You meet somebody and y'all are clicking. What's a good time frame? If both people want to get married.
6 months to a year. That's my preference.
Would you
6 months to a year.
6 months to a year.
Would you
Wow.
think?
That's fast.
6 months to a year.
Tell us
He
what
just
time
said.
it
He
I don't
just
think
said.
it should be that
you-
fast. I think you should really
But you
learn
heard what
that
he said.
person.
You heard what
Yeah.
he just said.
What?
You heard what he just said. If you clicking and everything is going good, how long should it take?
And you both
But-
want to be married.
Right, but
So
in
I
that
said
Like, not
we
necessarily.
say, hold on, but we say
started-
it's early. We say, oh, you 6 to a year, but don't. That's too soon.
How?
Okay, that's your opinion.
You don't really know that person like that. You
Yeah.
just everything is
what-
dope
but
in the
they
beginning.
say-
You
they
gotta get
say-
to know that person.
How long did that take?
And know that
Yeah.
that's the
How long
person you
did
want to
that
spend the
take?
rest
How
of your
long
life.
did that take?
It
Trust
years.
me.
How long?
If
No.
a person is being foul, it's gonna take them a little longer because they gotta cover up their tracks and they're gonna do everything they can
So
to cover all of
approximately
that
how
up.
longer?
But to know that person, then once you learn, here's what happens. 9
How
times out of 10,
long?
what happens? You marry the person, then you find out all this shit. Then he's like doing this, and here goes some shit I don't. You feel me? Then there goes the divorce, cause now she ain't happy, he ain't happy. They found something wrong because y'all jumped into that shit too fast. You didn't know each other like that.
How long should it two people take? And don't say it depends on the two people. Give me a
Well,
number.
it does depend on.
I know it does, so that's why
But
we're
I
not
would
gonna
say-
say that. Cause we know it does.
I would say 3 years and up. And
gotta-
you can be
gotta-
engaged forever.
you
You
gotta
can be
qu-
engaged forever. Like
You can
know,
you gotta quantify up. 3 and up.
you just being different.
No, I'm serious. 3 to what number?
I said 6 months to a year.
Anything
So
beyond.
give me
3 to 8?
3 to
3 to 12?
No.
I'm saying, give me a range.
3 to 6.
3 to 6
7,
years.
yeah.
3 to 7 years.
I mean, if you don't know that person by then you just ain't gonna know him.
You
3 to 7 years.
that's
What?
a long.
Well, why not? I'm saying, what's the problem though?
what if
Y'all
on year-
good. Y'all
what if-
good.
What if on year 6 he is that dude that's all over the place or whatever?
Then that was gonna happen
You just
whether it was
wasted
year 1
6
or
years.
year
But you would
6.
have had a 6-year marriage.
That was gonna happen whether
You would
it
have had a
was.
6-year marriage.
And for all for what? You're divorced. Make it count. Hello? What the fuck?
first of all-
All for what? Okay,
Oh
whether
my
you
God.
whether you divorced now, you divorced later. My nigga, like seriously, at least you took all those precautions and you figured, okay, well, I thought I
But then next thing you know, you're 62. If you're doing it at your pace.
But it doesn't
Because you just wasted 6 years. Say you wanted to be married,
Nah,
right?
it's
Say you
and
want-
you don't even gotta get married. You just two
Hold
committed
on.
people to each other. It
Hold
can
on.
very well last a lot longer than a marriage.
Say Rose wanted to get married. Say that was
Seriously,
in
you
her
don't
heart
think
right
so?
now. She can't afford to
No,
wait
that's what we
6
have to say.
years
I'm
to figure it out.
Why can't I? What's wrong with me?
How will you be 6 years from now?
What am I, 48? I'll be fucking 55.
Right. There ain't gonna be a bunch of more. Like, say you're I'm not making it personal. Say it's a woman. If you're gonna be 55 and you wasted 6 years because you gotta get to know him. Hold on. Now, how many more shots you think you got? And this is a person that wants to be married. How many more shots? Can she do another 6 years? And be
Maybe.
like, no, that's
Maybe
her.
not, but by
Now
then
she's
it's probably I'm
61.
over it. Like, I don't even want to.
Now
I'm
she's
straight.
61 and ain't nobody been trying to date.
I think
I'm
the
okay.
Answer my question.
The thing is, I personally, I'm okay with being by myself. Like, I'm chilling.
See, but this is coming in.
However, so I have time to get to know you. I have children. I got my own life too.
So now this is coming from personal experiences of what
I'm talking
people
about
had.
people.
So I'm just saying, this is coming from a personal experience of things that would happen. But if two people, because I think it takes a lifetime to know anybody.
Right.
But if two people are mutually have that understanding and clicking and feeling good, even though you're just dating and it's been 6 months or 2 years, if you feel that, man, you know what, man, me and this person is clicking, we feeling good, let's take the next step. Because I think what happens when you get married, now there is no more running out the door. See, when you're in a relationship, in a situationship, I can easily leave because that's a precursor to me leaving if things don't happen. So when you get in that marriage, there's not necessarily an easy way for you to like, I'm out the door. So now we just gotta learn each other. All right, I didn't know that little bit about you. Oh, so we learn it. Okay, good. Because as long as we live, we're gonna know each things about that person that we're with. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the marriage.
I got married to my husband after being with him for 8 years. April of the year.
How long were y'all married?
We were gonna be 5 years married.
So that could have been a 14-year marriage.
Yeah.
It could have been.
You was there.
But here I go. Here it is. We waited 8 years to get married. He been proposed. Waited 8 years.
But you waiting 6 minimum, you said.
So can I honestly
No, I
ask
said
you?
3 minimum.
So
Three minimum.
Oh,
let me
maximum.
Maximum.
So he wanted to marry you and propose to you.
He did that.
What was your caution in not accepting his proposal at the time?
What do you mean? I got married.
No. You said he been proposed to you. You
I
said
accepted that. We were just engaged we were just engaged until we got married. That's it.
But what?
No,
what
there should be a-
delayed?
there
What
should be a
delayed?
time frame on
What
that.
What delayed it?
Yeah, what delayed?
You gotta get to know him.
that whole process.
No. I got kids by him. I already gave him 2 kids.
You're not answering the question. What delayed that whole process after
Nothing
you got
fucking
engaged?
delayed it. We waited to get married. Like, we just waited. Like, we had to get money right. Everything had to be right. What
Okay,
happened?
I mean, I'm saying just so you saying everything.
There's
I
not
don't
really
know about
you know what I'm
everything.
saying? Time just goes. What life happens. Time passes. And we years together. But like I said, look, I got married after 8 years. And almost 5 years.
But
almost
that's-
into the
but
5th
that's why
year
I keep
was
asking
when
because-
we were done.
So-
After all the shit I still put through, I went through whatever, and I put up with
So
whatever.
look I'm still trying to figure this out, right? For the peoples. He proposed to you. And I just want you to think about it for a minute. He proposed to you. And you saying after when did he propose it? In year 1, year 2, year 3? Like when?
I think year 3 it was.
After year 3, he proposed to you. So you waited another 5 more years.
6 years.
I wasn't waiting though. Like, it was
6
really
more
just
years.
life happening. He
Hold
acted like I
on,
was sitting back
just-
like, oh my God, what we gonna do now?
No. Listen, cool.
like-
Listen what I'm saying. So after he proposed to you, it took you another 5 to 6 more years for y'all to actually get married.
That's her range.
Right?
She said. She
So-
said 6 years.
But they were engaged. So
So
I'm
what?
saying in that 6 years when you was being engaged, like if you're looking back on it, like what delayed the process in getting married? Like why do you just like, all right, after that he didn't engage, he proposed and all of that 6 months later because you already been from that you didn't get married versus 6 years. Like what was
Nothing. There wasn't really no delay. There was nothing. Life was just happening, bro. It was nothing. I'm like, oh my God, I need to get married like right now because he proposed. I'm gonna get married a year later. And that's marriage is
Was you
beautiful.
partying? Was you going out?
No,
was you with your
I was-
friends? What was going? I'm just asking a question.
Was I partying with
I'm
my
asking
friends?
a question.
I'm a whole wife. Like, I'm serious. Are you serious right now?
6
Like-
years. So I'm
I
saying,
was
was
with
it
Tracy
funny?
Baker at all people. Like,
so was
seriously,
it-
like, where was that
listen,
party now?
So what I'm
if
saying
I wasn't
is that
with him.
I'm just saying, was
We
it
would
just
go out,
financially?
yes, we would, But no, none of that was stopping nothing. We just didn't get married till fucking 8 years.
Did he
That
ever
was
ask
it.
you in the process of all that, yo, why we ain't married yet?
No. We just left it at that, and it was
Hold on,
and it was okay with both of us.
Y'all done switched the whole subject.
I'm
gonna say a
I'm
word.
just trying to make a fucking point. Like, I married him
Yeah,
after 8 years. I
know.
thought I knew him,
But
and
see-
so like less than like almost hitting that 5
But
year.
see, if we talk and it gets too drawn on one person, like personal, it don't help the people out there.
Right, but
So-
We gotta talk
because I
about
said I'm
general
telling
stuff
y'all that we waited, but
on-
it wasn't no reason why we just waited, and
They
it was
got
okay.
nothing out of
We're
that.
committed to each other. That was it.
So Tosh,
And they're
have
gonna
you ever
keep
been
going.
married?
Listen.
No.
You never been
No,
married to
I was engaged for a very long time.
How long you was
Well,
engaged
it's
for?
funny because as you
What
were
no,
asking her
ask
those
her, no.
questions-
What's your
No,
range?
listen.
If some
As
people-
you were asking her those questions, I was thinking to myself, wow, you know, you said what held you back, what stopped you, what delayed it, right? And for me personally, I didn't trust in the relationship enough. It was me who delayed it.
But you
for
stayed.
years. But I stayed. I did because I had babies, and I had a great father for my babies. It was a lot involved. It wasn't that easy.
Right.
It wasn't like he was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that initially. You know what I'm saying? But it was something that in my heart, I can't really put my finger on what it was, but it was something, and that something turned out to be true. And so for me, it was a good thing to wait, and I don't regret it at all, you know, because what ended up happening anyway, we ended up having to have a whole proceeding when we separated anyway, as if we were married. You know what I mean? So it was still like I experienced it, but I was grateful that I didn't do it legally. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have been a lot harder to get out of
But
it.
what was it that
So it would have been a lot
stopped you?
harder. I just told you, it was something within me was saying this was not, even with everything in that situation for me personally, with everything that went on, it just.
So give us your range. If two people are dating with a purpose, they both, before they met each other, they both, he wants a wife, she wants a, and they start dating, and they want the end goal to be marriage before they walk into it. How long, and everything's going good, how long is your range that she should wait, or he should wait, or they both should wait?
I think it's different for everybody.
Right.
I think it's
what you think for you.
Listen, for me, I think it's different for everybody. That's what I think. I think that
for you.
Hold on. Let me just say this, because I gotta say that because people take it like, oh, she's not speaking for me. So let me just put out my disclaimer, right? Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. I think I now know I will never go past 2 years ever again, personally.
Okay.
Ever again. Have I gone past that mark? Absolutely. Have I gone to 7? Absolutely. Will I go further than that ever again? Absolutely not. You feel me?
Right.
Like, so yeah, so just you want straight answers? Those are my straight answers.
How about you, Cohen?
I'll say 2 years.
Because all I'm saying is, as like say you're 21,
Yeah.
that margin could be there. As we get older, the amount of time,
It's
if
short.
that's what your goal is, the amount of time has to be
But
short.
I think for me now, I just feel like
you know what I'm saying?
time is so precious to me now.
Right,
It's
that's
so
what I'm
much
saying.
more precious to me now because the age that we're at, like
That's-
at any
that's
moment,
basically what I
life can
said.
change just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so
absolutely.
now I
So-
think, you know, I'm a lot more serious and I'm a lot more like, listen, this is what I want. It's no half stepping. Either step up, step off. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not finna waste mad years
Right.
in a relationship
When
anymore.
you're
I'm
21,
just,
that span could be.
I'd
this
rather
big.
be by myself.
It could be
And
12
you
years.
know
We know
what I
that,
mean?
and that's why
Like,
you
And so
just
when
you
you
act
get older,
accordingly.
it
Yeah.
starts
You
going-
get older, you
Yeah.
act accordingly.
If that's
act
the goal.
accordingly.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's not the
Because
goal,
I mean-
but that's what happens.
No, I'm saying if the goal
doesn't necessarily
is the
have to
person
be-
wants to be married, they gotta shorten that range of
The
how
time
long
that
it
they're
takes
willing to
get
invest in the
married As you
relationship.
get older,
Exactly.
Because at a certain point, there's less people. As we get older, there's less people that want to marry us, men and women. So that time can't. When you're 21, it could have been 2 to 12 years, and can't nobody say nothing.
Yeah, that is very true. Right.
When you 59, it's probably 6 months. Why not y'all?
You
And
just
y'all
like-
both
he-
want to do
he
it.
just
No,
like
I'm saying
ruins
if y'all
love.
both
You know what I
want to
mean?
do
Like-
it, you gotta
Got
shorten the
like
time because
15
you got a
minutes.
chance of losing that person, and then there might not be no more shots after 61. If your goal is to be, you see what I'm saying? As we're younger, you got way more time.
And I think that's what happens. Life experiences.
But as you
that
get
we-
older, you learn. You learned.
I think your
Like-
number's too
be
high. You can't
okay.
do 6 years.
I was just giving you. You asked me for a number, bro. I'm
Right.
giving you a roundabout number.
No, but I'm just
Vaughn.
saying we gotta understand that we need to.
He's like take shit literally. Like
this is
like my nigga,
literal.
like you said, give me a number. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't even go by number. I'm just listen.
We just want an
day by
opinion.
day. We
It's
take
just
it
an
day by day, and we
Take it day by day. I know what I'm not gonna do. I'm not going past 2 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying. As you,
I'm not going
not-
back because you feel like the first year everything is hunky dory.
That's what happens like that all the time.
Everybody puts their best foot forward in the relationship, right?
Mhm.
That first year. That second year, people get a little bit more
Yes.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You start peeling away at the layers, seeing other little
Right.
things.
And
right?
the third year,
And
you
then-
know for a
and
fact
then-
your ass, whether you gonna deal with it or not.
And then that third year, okay, either we gonna live
Right.
together
Thank you.
and really get to know each other,
Third
right?
year, she said.
So
The
so
third
now
year,
you're
guys.
getting into year
Just
3.
saying.
So
Because I personally feel like you should live with a person, really get to know a person before you marry a person.
Yeah.
I know that's out of order, traditionally, I get that.
Mhm.
But I do feel like for me,
That's
personally, that's
so
what
the
I would
journey.
prefer.
So the journey. Okay.
Yeah.
So my thing is this, right? The journey, because I'm hearing a lot of waiting, and this kind of backwards. Because the guys, I'm saying 6 months to a year. The woman's just saying, oh wait, longer than that.
years.
So can I
6
ask you a
years, 5
question?
years.
May I ask you men a
So-
question? Can I ask you men a question? Even you, camera guy, can I ask you too? Okay, does a man know his wife when he meets her? Does he know that this is gonna be my wife?
Some of them do. Some men.
no,
Some men know when he meets a woman that would be his wife. Some men know when he meets that person and interact with that person, he know that person is going to be his lifelong partner.
Well, with me,
I could. Go ahead. Get on the
my
camera.
thing is my thing is how I know is if she has good conversation. That's what attracts me. Not the looks, it's conversation. That's what's attractive to me.
Well, I don't know how to put it, but I think if a man wants to be married, he'll make his intentions known quicker than a woman will. I don't think men's time frame, and I don't even know about the ages. I don't think it's as long as what the average woman might say. And then another thing too, people be saying, "Oh, I live such and such, and where's all the good men at?" Sometimes we got to do something to ourselves. The good men, they looking, but they might be walking past you. Same with good women, they might be walking past you.
True.
But then all of a sudden, I wear clean jeans now, and I keep my hair combed. Less of them walk by. Whatever it takes to build yourself up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Then you in the grocery store, you walked past a good dude.
But
you
he
got
had
your eyes on the green
UPS.
beans?
No, he
You
had
got
on
his eyes on
a
the
UPS
car?
uniform.
You know, I felt the guy staring at me today in the grocery
He had
store.
a UPS
You know how you
uniform.
know when they staring at you?
Right.
You know you can feel that energy.
Right.
I felt it, and so I was just, I was slowly just walking, acting like I was looking at things on the shelf.
So
And that goes to another topic that we did before too.
I gave him ample
I'm gonna ask this
opportunity to
question, too.
shoot a
Yeah,
shot.
that-
I gave him ample opportunity, no doubt about it. He had ample opportunity. He got about
He was straight?
he got about that close, and then he gonna turn around. I was like, wow. He got scared. But literally 2 minutes we in this aisle together.
But
2 minutes we in the aisle together.
That's like a half hour.
That's ample.
like-
Like I said, ample opportunity. Ample.
can I ask this
No,
question?
hold up.
To the-
But that goes
back to the same thing.
No, hold on. That goes to the other topic we talked about before. I don't care if you just going to I'm getting milk and eggs.
Yeah.
Look like something. You don't gotta be your best that you ever did when you make yourself, when you get yourself ready. But y'all miss out on them like that too. Just, no, I'm gonna impress nobody. Don't do it for you. Do it for
But
you.
the person better like me how I look.
They might
Either
not
way.
too, but they might not too. You can't say they like that look better than your best look.
I disagree with that.
So this is what I was part of the action is that do you think in the land 3 years, 4 years, will it causes you to look elsewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they be having a roster.
Absolutely.
They-
Waiting that
a
long,
roster.
do it allows you to
Absolutely.
get other people eye looking somewhere else, where it causes to have it's
You
complicated.
know what it be for a lot of females. They put a lot of faith in the man that they love. They put a lot of hope and they put a lot of belief, right? And it's not until he do certain things that changes for a female. But as long as she's loving him and still having some belief, some faith, I don't care if it's a little bit. As long as she having a little bit for him, she gonna ride that shit out till the wheels fall off. She gonna ride it out. And it's not gonna be until she's tired. Like she's like just mentally, physically just checked all the way out. Will she even entertain the idea of another nigga? Now I'm talking about a female who really loves a man. I mean really loves a man.
What?
There's a
What
difference.
percentage of females do that?
What you mean? A lot.
Really? With that
A
emphasis?
lot. A lot of women really love certain
Then
men.
why we
Come
only
on, there's a
married-
lot of
why
women
we
who've been a
only
fool
married
for
at
a man.
24%.
I'm saying, what?
1 in 4 black people are married.
Okay.
So if it's that many women that really love a man, why would
that
we got
percentage
more
should be higher.
marriages?
What you mean, why aren't there more marriages? The man got to love you back.
Yes.
You can't. The man got to love you back, and he has to be willing to put the same effort in that relationship that she is, and that's what I'm talking about. As long as she has a little bit of faith, a little bit of hope, a little bit of belief, she's gonna constantly hold on and pray that God, he gonna get it, cause this is my man. I love him. I love this nigga. He ain't going to nobody else. Fuck that. Like in her head, this is what she's saying, and in her heart, this is what she's saying. Until she starts to lose that. You know what I'm saying?
She loses the hope. She loses the dream.
And it takes a while. It takes a while.
And even in that, y'all would
takes a while.
stay.
No.
And even in
And
that,
even
yes.
in that,
yeah.
y'all would stay.
We
Yeah.
have.
I will
But
say that we
the
have.
thing is,
Yeah.
not only will they stay,
Yeah.
when it finally is done, they blame that person.
But you can't do that. You know what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
do
And
that.
You shouldn't. You know.
You
and,
stay.
And that's called being an
You
adult
don't-
when you eat your shit full course meal. You
Because
understand what
remember,
I'm saying?
especially with y'all, as women, y'all pick us. Dudes be going, yo, I went to the club, I bagged 3 chicks. No, you didn't. She allowed herself to be bagged. You don't bag no chick. There might be some exceptions, but overall, if y'all ain't feeling
We
it,
just gotta switch it
ain't
all up
nobody,
and do
ain't
it.
nobody gonna talk you into it in a one meeting, for the
Yeah.
most part.
Yeah.
So, you know, y'all have to take some of the accountability. I just picked the wrong dude. Don't just say, because now when you meet the next guy, I remember that stuff, and he's not even getting a fair shot off rip. However bad this dude was with you, you gotta take some of the blame because you picked and you stayed.
No, absolutely.
Longer than you know you should have been going.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now,
And
I think
yeah.
there's a better chance of you giving the next guy. To me, you should give people a clean slate. We should start off with a certain amount of trust, just like we talking to each other and we within 5 feet. Trust grows. That's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to grow. But a lot of y'all, a lot of women, the trust with us is way down here, and our initial trust with y'all be a lot like here.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
It's never all. It's never all. The
No.
majority of the time, the man will trust you more. Like a man would rather, he would trust you more coming to his house than you would trust him. Even though you met and y'all had a good conversation. So I'm saying we start with y'all trust level of us is way down here, and we might give y'all here. I don't know the actual inches, but then it goes like this. If the trust level goes up with the man, it never gets to equal. And you said that the person should put forth the same energy as the other one. So at what point do y'all let that gap close some? Because you might trust more, but his trust for you is even more.
That's what causes the situation.
And he never catches up with you trusting him as much as he trusts you.
Let me tell you something that fathers tell their daughters. Fathers who genuinely love their daughters and want their daughters to make good decisions when it comes to men, and the choices they make in men, they tell their daughters the truth about men. And what they tell them is men are not to be trusted. This is what a lot of fathers tell their daughters. You understand what I'm saying? So we're not getting this from our experiences initially. We're getting this from the first man we fall in love with, which is our father. He is telling us, I am the only man that you should trust. Your daddy, I got you for life. You understand what I'm saying? And so when you grow up and you start dating, right, and you see that, oh, my dad is right. All this stuff that he said the boys was gonna say, they really saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so you like, as much as you don't want him to be right, you hear, you know what I'm saying? You hear this, and then you don't just hear from your dad, you hear from your mother too. But I'm just saying, hearing that from your dad is gonna tell you these things to protect you from picking these type of guys. And so we're getting this from, again, as I said, the first man that we ever fall in love with. This is what we're being told,
So
right? But then you expect us to come into a relationship and trust. This is what we're taught. This is instilled in us, and this is what you guys need to understand, because you don't show us, but you don't show us any different. That's what I'm saying. So when it does come to time when we do start dating, right? Everything that we were told is actually what ends up happening, right?
So then you're
Right.
almost saying don't date. That's what you're almost saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What
So,
I'm saying is
you
know
said
what you're getting into when you're dating. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But
Know
that's
what
why
you're getting
people-
into.
But see, that's nothing too. If you're a daughter, your father's supposed to vet said guys. People sneak and have a boyfriend because they know my father ain't gonna like him. But they still, that's the one they fall in love
That's
with.
true too.
You're supposed to bring that man. And if a man won't come meet your father, I don't care if y'all 16. I'm going over there. He the wrong dude. Because he knows that man will sniff out something about that mother.
Oh yeah,
effer.
absolutely.
So, but there's not enough women using a male. It don't have to be your dad, a male figure. It could be your best uncle. It could be a dad. Because some people will say, well, your dads ain't in the home. Most of them ain't in the home because somebody done threw him out the home. Not because he left. Most men don't leave.
And they don't get thrown out for no reason either.
Right? It's always the man's fault.
I'm just saying.
It's always the man's fault.
They don't get thrown out for no
Right,
reason.
but why they
I
get
don't know
thrown
too
out?
many women that's rushing to be a single mother. You know, come on.
They
That's
are.
not something
They
that
are.
we strive for in life. I'm just saying.
So if it happens again, you're not striving?
Striving
Then
what?
you said you don't know too many women that want to be a single mother.
No, I don't.
So what about on the second child? She still don't want to be a single mother? What about the third child? She still don't want to be. You see what I'm
Okay,
I'm
but
not saying
then
that to
that
be.
by herself
I'm not
though,
saying-
like stop blaming the
Listen,
women for
at
everything.
at the same time, the same way men pick the wrong women is the same way women
pick
pick
Right,
the
but
wrong
y'all
men.
pick-
The
Yes.
problem
Y'all
is we
pay a
get
bigger
left with the
price.
babies. Imagine
Y'all
how
pay a
many
bigger
babies
price.
there would be if men could get goddamn it pregnant. Just imagine how many kids there would be in the world. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. No, you listen.
What, you want to give
You
me a number?
listen. I'm just
How's that
saying. If
ridiculous?
we talking to them, yeah. Why is that so crazy?
Crazy. I need a number.
Why is that so
Exactly.
crazy?
Listen,
No. Let's touch on that for a second,
I'm
though.
gonna tell you.
Okay.
It was supposed to probably be equal like that, but y'all ate out the fucking forbidden,
Here you go with the apple.
fruit.
Here this nigga.
and that was y'all punishment.
That was it? We just be the only one to have a baby?
Yeah, it was probably supposed to be 50-50. It was only 7 days old. You don't know what the rules was gonna be.
So the baby was gonna
It
come.
could've been
the baby
it, I
was
don't
gonna
know.
come out of where? On
I
the
don't
man.
know. He would
I'm
have
just
figured that
wondering.
out. He can do it all. He would have figured it out.
He would have figured out how it was
He
gonna come
would've
out of the
figured
man.
C-section.
Okay.
Every man having a C-section.
And he got a uterus too.
I'm saying if that's how he would have developed
I
it.
guess.
But before he could make the rules on that, she ate from the
No, he had
she ate
already
the fruit.
created man.
She
And
didn't
he
eat the
created
man, the
woman
man ate
from the
fruit.
man's rib. He
The
had already
woman- the woman
created.
suggested
They were
that.
No,
already
but
created
I'm
that
saying-
way. It was already
She
made that way.
manipulated him.
He can do it. You think he can
So you
maneuver a
think
little
God?
something?
You
if he
think God
needed
went
to?
back and said, "God went, so your punishment is gonna be a period, 7 days, once a month,
Pretty much,
and if you
yeah.
miss it, whoop, you're pregnant
For life.
Pretty much he did.
This is a
Everything
punishment
that
for
we
life.
live and breathe, he did.
Oh, okay.
So-
well, let's get back to the
So,
topic.
yeah,
But I didn't hear nobody say it. What are the pros? This is the word.
Yeah.
What are the pros to situationship? That's the only thing we're answering.
What are the pros to a situationship? Freedom.
I think there is no commitment when you in situation.
There is no commitment.
There is no commitment. There is no commitment. You can
just
come and
decide
go
that's
as
who
you
want to
want.
be
Yeah.
with, like,
So that's the pros
that might
of
be
it.
pros on it, but is that what you want? I don't know. Depends.
If the person is in it, they probably do want it.
Yeah. So
Sometimes you get put in situationships your ass ain't has to be there. I'm just saying. Stop acting
everybody-
like if they don't, it won't happen like
Put a gun in your
that.
head and actually get in that.
But you
I'm just saying,
Cut
you
it
don't want to
out.
be.
You're
I'm
not
just
forced
trying
to be in a
to.
situation.
I'm just trying to figure that one out. Somebody put a gun is like,
You
yo,
don't
you
have
gonna
to
be in this
answer your
situation?
Nobody is
shit?
forced. No
You're
one's
not
forced to be in no
anything
situation.
you don't want to be in.
Right.
You're not
Right.
You
forced.
don't.
You're
And what's
right.
allowed will
Yeah.
continue to happen
Right. But you
every
said-
time. Like
But you said you could be forced into a situation. No, you
I
can't.
didn't say.
Yes,
You
you did.
did.
I did.
Yes,
I
you
did.
did.
I
I
mean,
did.
everyone
You
did
can
that.
be forced into a
No, you
situation
can't.
without knowing. You will unknowingly. You will. Yes, you will. And then you
You're not
already caught up in
forced,
feelings, and now you in this whole situation. And let's get not me, but there's women who accept it. You know, polygamy.
You
They
can't speak
accept all
for
of that.
anybody
You
else.
know what I
You
mean?
can only
I'm
speak
not.
for yourself. When
I
you
am
said
speaking-
that, when you made that statement, you spoke for yourself.
Guys,
What?
comments.
Yeah.
We got comments.
You know,
Right? Everybody
You
reads
spoke
it.
for
Let
yourself.
me see. Let me see.
Add the river.
6 months to 2 years should be good time to get married. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
But
you
check
gotta
this
get
out.
to know somebody.
I made up a hypothetical one time. I was talking to one of my boys. These two people meet in Vegas. They had a great time of their life for the weekend. Didn't know each other. They get married that night, and you know how they can do that in Vegas, right? Then you got two other people that met on that same day, and they getting to know each other. Who you think? Oh no, not who you think would be a longer relationship, but do you think that these two possibly got a chance of doing just as long, if not longer?
Of course.
They never knew each other, but had a
Course.
great
Of
weekend.
course.
Got married in Vegas same night.
Of course.
Somebody else
And you
met
know-
somebody same day, and they feeling them out. 2 years, 6 months, 6 years, whatever. Do you think that these people have an equal chance of being together as long as them two people that are feeling each other out?
Of course. Because the journey, for me, is just the journey. The journey
Because you
that
know
you
nothing about the person.
You don't know
just
nothing.
we
It's
had
the
a class.
journey. It's the journey. And some people are
They have a show like
spontaneous.
that.
Some people are
Married at
spontaneous
First
like
Sight.
that,
Huh?
where they can go into that and meet somebody and have the great, because it's the journey along the way that you're taking with that person. Because now you're not getting to see his flaws or her flaws. You're learning them together, or you seeing both
Right.
people together
That you might not like.
Yeah, but
Right, you might not like the dude you dating,
but
dog.
but listen, flaws are part of life. Flaws
Right.
and this is
Right.
all part of life.
Some flaws
So
can be overlooked.
No,
there
but-
are some
but
that
what
we
I'm
just
just
don't
saying is that
overlook.
all I'm just saying is that as the
saying.
journey goes on, you might even fall more in love because you're understanding that what got that person to who that person was through his flaws made him strong or made her strong through the flaws. Now they may be rough around the edges. And as a person, if you a strong enough woman or if you a strong enough man, you will compliment her. Regardless of whatever that she's rough around, you will I got you. You rough on that, or are we gonna work this out, babe? I got you. Cause you feel and believe in her that much that you can work through her flaws and vice versa. But that's the journey. If you're not willing to work through the kinks and the ups and downs in that relationship, it's hard. Cause now you got your preconceived notions. I seen that motherfucker do that before. Now my antennas up this high. So nigga, where you been? Now you on 1,000 when it's not really probably like that. And that's where the communication comes in or breaks down or all of that stuff. So I'm with you. Yeah, I think it can go.
You got another comment.
You know what I'm saying? What do you think? They both four people, they just met each other. You set off into the dating, and the other one sets off into
I
marriage.
have aunts and uncles that got married right after a month that they met.
Right.
And
They
they
got married
It may
50
happen.
years.
It may happen.
still
Okay,
do.
for some, it's just
They
not gonna happen.
And
But
you know
that's
what?
what
My
I'm
uncle
saying.
cheated. She never cheated, but
Oh, here
no.
I'm going home.
No. But
See, he don't play fair. That's why I'm done with commenting.
And I freaking talk.
How do you know she
He don't play
cheated?
fair. He don't.
because
Women don't cheat.
No.
Then how do you know
I'm
that?
talking because they're in their 80s. Back in those days, it was not. It was kind of like forbidden. Like they were leave from the house married. They just don't live with the person first and then get to know them, and they didn't do that.
Right, and it lasts longer.
A month after they met, they got married, and to this day, they're still together. It works. It's just that you have to. Nowadays, people give up so easy, just like that. I mean, there are some issues that is something that could be unforgettable that you just can't forgive.
Do you know?
But there are things that is little that you could work those things out.
Right. Do you know which gender breaks off marriages more than the other?
Get divorced faster, right?
Nowadays, you can't. You really don't know. It could be a female and it could be male.
Definitely.
I know it could be.
Nowadays,
I said, do they have a statistic on it?
Yep.
Well, what I'm saying is, what do you think? Do you think more men say I'm out, or more women say I'm out when it comes to marriage?
I think woman.
And then you just say that people don't take the time to work it out, or you said something, or
no, it's like
to
the
that effect.
flaws that Gant was
That's
talking
the person
about.
that's not doing
Like you
it.
have to work
They
those
want
things out. You have to kind of like you have to work with that, like with the flaws and But there's certain things that you can't. The relationship won't go nowhere if there's no trust. If it's
Right.
depending on the issue. But there's certain things that you could work on. Let's say, okay, if the guy is a slob.
I'd rather have a woman.
It'll
I'd
bother
rather
the
want your
shit out of
trust.
me.
I'd rather
Yeah.
want your trust in the relationship than your love.
I'll work that out, little by little. I have to,
And
reinforce.
respect more than your love. I would rather have a woman respect me and
But
well, you
respect
can't
is
love
love.
somebody without respecting them.
You gotta love.
but
When
more
you
than-
love,
than-
you
than
respect.
love, then.
Automatically.
I'm saying you
But I
can't.
want
Wait,
that
hold
first,
on,
though.
hold on. Did you just say you can't love someone without respecting them?
You can't.
You
don't.
can't.
Then you don't love them. Then you don't
can't
love
say
them.
You
that.
can't
Someone
love
without them.
someone
Without-
if you don't respect them. Right?
True.
So why is it that men or people, let me not do that. Let me correct myself.
Yeah, good one.
Let me
Okay,
correct
right, go
myself.
on.
Why is it that people who are in love cheat if they're in love? Because if they
They must
cheated,
not be in love.
then they must not
Then they're-
respect.
No, they're not
They're
in.
with.
But they're
comes
not
first.
in.
That
love.
means that
Respect
they're
comes
not
first.
in
If they're
love.
cheating,
then.
they're not in
Respect
love.
comes first, and then you fall in love.
But I said
with
you
the
can't
idea.
love without respecting the person.
No.
You can't disrespect a person and love them.
That's why I said respect.
That's not natural.
Respect comes
That's
first.
like trying to smile and frown at the same time.
Respect comes first, then love.
That's your opinion. That's not.
I'm
what
just
I'm
saying,
saying is
you gotta
if
respect. You gotta respect the person that you with in totality. As you continually respect that person, because respect comes. I'm gonna do what is right. I'm gonna make sure this. She's at work all day. I'm gonna come home and cook and all of that. I'm gonna respecting her that she's doing this. She's gonna be tired. I'm gonna do it. And as you do that, that kindles the love.
That's coming from a man's point of view. Women, the motherfucker that make them tingle, could do none of that shit you said, and she be in more love with him. There's a possibility, a great possibility of that.
It might be some, but
Is
I don't know.
if that dude like, whoa, cool guy, he came over last night. If he's that guy, versus that picture perfect dude, he just said, come home, I'm gonna cook because.
No, I'm saying respect. I said
no,
respect. That's
I'm
part
just
of
saying.
respect.
I'm just
It's
saying.
not picture perfect.
No, I'm just saying that a lot of women, if a dude can really get her where she need to be in the bedroom, they can give a fuck if he cooked before they got home.
Listen. All that bedroom shit is out the window because when you get older, all that shit's gonna go out the window anyway. So you gotta learn to have the respect. All that shit's gonna go out the window. So you gotta so you gotta have the respect.
That's why you gotta know how to take care of yourself, baby.
You gotta have the What I'm saying is
back
that
to me saying I'm okay by myself.
Y'all got a comment.
Okay. I think it just booted me out.
So the
didn't even go
so
for
the
it.
respect in the relationship has to outweigh the love.
Okay, so we got a couple comments here, guys. So I don't want to butcher your name, Anaram, but both have to be on the same path. And then I had a date to propose, it took 5 months and 5 days for her to show me who she was. So David says, I agree. Oh, okay. Rafael Medina says, self-respect comes before all.
Very true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. So.
Because you can't give love if you don't respect not only just yourself but the other person that you with. Like, you can't give the love because it's all
That's
part.
why I said it's automatic.
It's all
You
part.
actually love somebody, the respect is wrapped in the middle of it.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So when we say respect, but respect
You should
is in many different forms.
No, but
What
we should.
you're talking about is more effort. Like if we're in a relationship and we love each other and we respect each other, we put both effort. Like you said, you will
Right.
help out if I'm working late, or vice versa. Like we always look after each other because that's all
That's
we
called
have.
being interdependent.
That's
But so many women say I'm strong and independent. Interdependent. This black lady, she said it. She said she disagrees with women saying I'm strong and independent because independent means solo, single, I can do it all. Everybody needs help, men and women. She said I'm resilient and I'm interdependent. I know what resilient meant, but I didn't know what interdependent meant, and I have a pretty decent vocabulary. And this is recent, a couple months ago. It said 2 or more things, usually people, that depend on each other to coexist. You see what I'm saying? So resilient, we know what that is. Yeah, you made it through, had a couple extra kids, and you made it work whether it was against you or not. We know most women probably have that. Strong, we don't want strong, because if you're strong and independent and you got 6 cases of water, me and Ken drinking a beer, we walking right by you. You're strong and independent. Just like we saw a bodybuilder with them same 6 cases, we ain't helping him either. We're not helping him. You resilient, you can tell, oh, one of the kids is playing with the door handle, the other one, I'm gonna help you out. And so, like I said,
this reminds me of yesterday Friday, I'm sorry, I went to a store and I was getting a case of drink in cans off the shelf. This guy comes out, he works there. He says, "You need help with that?" I said, "Oh, no, thank you, I have it." So he says, "Oh, a strong independent type."
And I don't know what he looked like or whatever. That could have been the dude that you supposed to be married. God will bring us
There he
together.
go, walking past
God will
you
bring
again.
us together in some weird ways.
Just missed him. Right.
You missed out on that dude because of that shit.
I didn't want him, but
No, I'm just saying.
it
could've
just
been-
made me laugh inside because I was just like, so I did ask him. I said, so do a lot of women say yes when you offer to help? He said, yeah. And I said, oh, so they played a woman card, the damsel in distress? He said, yeah. I was like, oh. Well, I guess I'm the strong independent type. I don't know.
But you see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That word interdependent, it can stop making it be so much man versus woman conversation.
Right.
I need you to do certain stuff, and this stuff. A woman to say, I don't need a man, and then, let me call my cousin Gant, I got a flat tire. He's a man.
Yeah.
Homeboy could have had it done before Gant gets all work.
Yeah.
And there's stuff that we need. There's certain stuff y'all can do creatively, and there's certain stuff y'all can do. A dude can have an idea that's here. He tell the right woman, she can probably get it to here or here. And then that's gonna make him say, and then probably I can do, next thing you know, he's up here with that idea. And that's the kind of stuff that makes, I think, men bond to women more than opposed to just pure love. Because when it comes down to that, you must love somebody if you're trying to enhance their ideas anyway. You don't hate them. You don't hate them. So,
Great show, fellas. Great
all
show.
right, yeah, we gotta cut it off. We go too long sometimes.
We didn't even get into half of the stuff we were supposed to get into, guys.
Because y'all-
Great show.
So you know we gotta get back
I know,
again. 2
part
weeks.
two.
This is what we gonna do.
2 weeks.
I got an idea.
What's that?
Oh.
We're gonna pick somebody out of a hat,
Yeah.
and if the topic is this, as soon as that person starts talking about this, blah blah blah, that person's like the mediator for that session.
Okay.
Because everything we talk about, Taj, it can go here, and then
goes
that sprouts out
like
3
that.
more directions, and then them 3 sprout out in 5 more.
It's always good because we never
But-
know where it's gonna go.
Right.
We never
But
know where it's
that was a
gonna
good topic that we didn't
Yeah.
get. We put
part two is we can always
Part
you know,
two.
Yeah, we definitely gotta
keep
Okay, so
exploring,
we're out of
here.
exploring on the
Please
topic.
like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because in today's world and what's going
My
on
man,
today,
we're done.
I know, I'm still talking, but I'm just saying as a whole because all of us
He's
sitting
still
here,
going.
all of us
part
sitting
two.
here,
Part 2 to this.
yeah.
Tell me,
Part
tell
two,
me,
yeah.
two's coming up in 2
Part
weeks.
2 is all it is because
Part
I
2
wanted.
next.
Yo, how many of us are in here single?
But
Oh,
yeah, we
and
can't talk
shout out to everybody who hit me up, who watched the last podcast. Y'all know y'all can watch us on YouTube.
Sure, how many
now,
of us
right?
sitting at
Thank
this
you, I
table
appreciate
single?
y'all.
All right,
How
shout
many,
out.
how many of us sitting at this table single?
You guys wanna answer one question?
Yeah.
We got
what's the
one question. What we got? Raphael, he said, you did not let him be a man. You took away from him the fact that he want to help you. If he was your son, you would have asked him to help. Yes, you are so right. I definitely would
And
have.
this is why they're single.
That's where
So that
I was getting
concludes
at.
this week's episode. We're gonna be back with a part 2 of
Part
our stay
two.
more on focus. One of them is gonna be, or one of us gonna be the mediator. When we start drifting off, just bring us back,
Hey.
and we gotta agree to go back. If the person,
Okay.
We out.
we out of here.
No,
but you understand what I'm saying, Tom?
I say bye.
Right.
I want to
Time.
Bye.
If we pick somebody to keep us on course, we gotta respect that person. When they say no, Carmen, don't go there. Get back on course.